Good afternoon, punters. Thanks for joining us. It's a dark day on Spruikers. It's the day we commiserate Geelong's loss in last Saturday's AFL Grand Final.
Tragic.
And it's the day we move on from AFL to NRL. Good afternoon, Jake. How are you?
Good afternoon, Hugh. I'm okay. I'm recovering as well.
Yeah.
Not being a Geelong supporter, it's not quite as difficult for me. But that said, I think we need to dwell on the AFL just for a little bit longer.
We'll have a little bit of a post-mortem and then we'll get on to the NRL, whose big weekend culminates this Sunday with the NRL Grand Final and two pretty good teams at that. You're obviously not as devastated as me.
No.
But it was a horrific day.
Yeah, I mean, I'm an Essendon supporter, and I remember being at the preliminary final in '99 and the grand final in 2001, and it's certainly not a nice feeling when you're expected to win and don't.
No, not only did we back Geelong, Ottens, Enright, they all had dogs, absolute shockers, and we backed the Cats for a bit. Yeah. Most of the punters did as well. So good on you punters who backed Hawthorn and got the juicy odds, $3.10 or $3.15. I think they might have even started on Betfair. It was about 25 cents better than anywhere else in the market. So congratulations to you guys for tipping the underdog. We'll lament.
Now ship off.
We'll push on and try and think positively about 2009. One thing we did get right, though, early on in the year was the Brownlow medal tips. Not that we tipped the week before the Brownlow.
No.
But on the 17th of April of this year, I think we might have Cornelled it.
This is our first flashback sequence.
Here we go.
Tags, who do you like?
Simon Black, actually. I just looked at the price, but I don't think he's going to be much value at around 18s. But he's played very well, and we know that he polls.
He's a serial winner and place getter, isn't he?
He is. He's on the bottom of the pack. He gets dirt in. He's a good-looking fella, and they seem to go for him.
Yeah, I like Adam Cooney, who's not quite as good-looking as Simon Black, but he's equally good footballer, and he's around the $18 mark. Sorry, I apologise, the $13 mark. And doggies are flying. Cooney's been good in the first couple of weeks. I think he might be a good chance.
Yep. Common sense there.
Common sense indeed.
Common sense not on your haircut though. What was going on? It was a shocking...
That was fabulous. That was in April, that sort of pill.
That was a bad hair day. Never I've seen one. Yeah. Andre's been telling you to sort of brush it back and brush it forward and do anything to it.
I'm not a vain person, Tags. That sort of thing doesn't really tend to bother me. But that'll be back next April though, that pill.
Look forward to seeing it in April. Manly versus Melbourne at the Olympic Football Stadium, or the Olympic Stadium, I should refer to it as. And Melbourne are going to start underdogs $2.24, Manly $1.79. Who are the first time outside the buys that Melbourne will have started the underdogs, and they look pretty juicy value to me.
I think so. I mean, obviously, I'm a Melbourne Storm supporter, and I'll be heading up there to watch the boys hopefully win back-to-back premierships, Tags. But I'm a little bit concerned about, obviously, the loss of Cameron Smith. It didn't affect the Storm too greatly last weekend, winning 28-0. But I think against a side like Manly, who have great ball players like Orford, like Jamie Lyon, these sort of guys, that's an area where I think the Storm are lacking. Inglis is a great ball runner, but not a great playmaker.
Offloader.
Yeah, like the halves usually are. So missing Cameron Smith in dummy half makes a big difference. But I agree, the Storm are great value at $2.24.
Are they the value bet of the day, given that you're probably going to sway that way?
Well, yeah, I think so.
We'll look at the winning margins.
Yeah, well, I was just going to mention the line. There's a 2.5 point head start to the Storm, and they're at $1.90 with a 2.5 point head start. So that, so for that reason, I think the $2.24 head to head.
Yep, agree.
Very good value.
It does look pretty good value. Manly under 12.5, $3.40, plus 12.5, $4.20. The Storm minus 12.5, $3.90, and over 12.5, $5.30. They do run in tries, these two teams, don't they?
Yeah, they do.
So there could be some points on the board.
Yeah, there could be some points. But that said, I'd be surprised if it went further than sort of 2 converted tries either way. So for that reason, I think backing either side under 12.5 points could be a good option. And you're getting $3.40 or $3.90 about either team to do that. So you're going to make a bit of money either way.
Indeed. Okay. There is, of course, the Clive Churchill medal, which is a keenly contested betting market. Billy Slater's going to start favourite. He's got rockets in his heels, doesn't he?
I love that, man.
Billy Slater, $7.40. Matt Orford, $8. Cooper Cronk, $8.40. Inglis, $9. Brett Stewart, $9. And then it's $10 the rest of the field. Jake, a pick there?
Yeah, look, unless a bloke an individual runs in a couple of tries himself, it usually goes to one of the playmakers, one of the 7. So I'd be going with Orford at $8 or Cooper Cronk at $8.40.
Yeah, Orford for me in a losing grand final. So
that'd be nice. That'd be fine.
Yeah, I'm going to go for Melbourne. I'm going to take the $2.24 with you, and I'm going to go for Orford to win the Clive Churchill. That's all we have time for today. We look forward to seeing you again next week.